Alright, guys, so I washed the windshield. And although we ain't got much sunlight out here to speak of, but New Year's, let's dive into it, shall we? Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone. If you're new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content and any kind of content really. If you are new here, I invite you to check out a few of my videos. If you think I'm right for you, consider giving us a subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. If you're old here, welcome back. You know what's going on. Let's dive into it. Alright guys, as we take out on Miss Jazz here, Happy New Year guys, New Year's Day. If you are new here, this is my old spiel, but I feel like giving it right now. Of course you heard what I just said. Let me take a moment to invite you in to Rolling with T-Bone and wish you a very happy new year. I want to wish all of our regular subs a happy new year. I know this is a rare Wednesday video. You guys are not used to getting Wednesday videos from me, but I thought that I would kind of surprise everybody and put out a New Year video. And I can actually cover a couple of subjects in this video. There's a little sunlight. That windshield looks a lot better. Looks a lot better. I need to find somebody who's good at buffing these things out and get some of the scratches buffed out of it. But actually, I was going to ride Big Papa today. Of course, the new one's here. Big Papa is my 03 Fat Boy. Jazz is my 2000 Road King. I was going to ride Big Papa, but we have about a 25 to 30 mile per hour crosswind. Papa has those solid rims, and I just didn't feel like getting blown from one side of the road to the next. So them solid rims are rough and heavy wind. So Jazz has spoked rims, so I just thought I'd ride Jazz. And it's not super cold, but it is pretty chilly out here today. But man, Happy New Year guys. 2025 has arrived. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is, other than to wish you a Happy New Year, starting this Sunday, I know our regular community members are going to know, but for those of you on my channel who don't come to the lives, I am going to be over on the Political Riders channel, which is the second channel of retired rider John. And we are going to be doing a show each week, co-hosting a show called Down the Rabbit Hole, where we will be talking about cryptids and UFOs and paranormal stuff and just all kinds of cool stuff. So if you are a fan of Rolling with T-Bone and you would like to come over to the Political Rider channel and hang out in the chat while we're doing the show, you can ask questions, make suggestions, hang out with us, have a good time, and have a good laugh at a boy from Georgia and a boy from Ohio trying to get together and solve the cryptids and the UFOs and all that good stuff. But I think John and I are going to have fun with this show. Like I said, it's going to be at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. And we'll probably run till about 9:30. Because I unfortunately have to be up to go to work. John is retired, so he don't have that problem. But so I will probably be cutting out about 9:30, something like that. Maybe somewhere in between that. But you know, just spending a couple hours and just kind of talking about what's going on. And you know, just dive into all this crazy stuff, because as I have said in past videos, you guys have shown me so much support on the cryptid stuff. And me and John got to talking, and he does the political stuff. He has a show. The channel we're going to be on is called Political Rider. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, go check it out real quick. Give us a subscribe over there. Me and John will be working together on that channel. Of course, it's his channel, but we'll be working together on it. So hopefully we both get a shine out of it. But mainly we want to just have good conversation with good folks and talk about stuff that interests us. because me and John have talked, and we have a lot of the same ideas, a lot in common, a lot of a lot of good ideas about stuff, and I think that John and I are going to have a good time with the show. For now, the show will be called Down the Rabbit Hole. We might change that later on as if it takes off and we do good and we dig in and we start, we might come up with something a little more snazzier than that. But right now, Down the Rabbit Hole works, so that's what we'll be calling it. But yeah, we would like for you guys to come in and be a part of it with us. Come in and hang out. On a Sunday evening, I know a lot of the people from Shade Tree Army will be over at Shade Tree Surgeon's channel. He usually premieres Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Sometimes he's later. So after you get done with the Shade Tree Army and Shade Tree Surgeon premiere, come over and hang out with us. And if you're in Josh's comments and you're one of those who he will read a comment, invite him to come and hang out with us too. And maybe he can tell us some stories about that Florida skunk ape. Oh man, the Florida skunk. Guys, I'm telling you, that is a rabbit hole there, the skunk ape is. I just didn't know what I didn't know. And I'm doing research. Of course, Monday's video, like Monday's video, we talked about the injured Bigfoot, kind of what my thoughts and stuff was on that one, which way I kind of leaned on that one. But definitely, just because I'm doing the Down the Rabbit Hole show on the Political Writer channel, I'll still be covering cryptid content on Rolling with T-Bone. But this coming Sunday's episode of Down the Rabbit Hole will be on Mount Shasta. So if you want to do a little research, maybe jump on YouTube and watch a couple of videos about Mount Shasta, so you can be a part of the conversation with us and you'll know kind of what we're talking about. For a quick reference channel, there is a show, or a YouTube channel called What Lurks Beneath. And that gentleman is one of my YouTube heroes. I love watching his channel. I love watching his content because he does in-depth research. And he has several videos about Mount Shasta. But, if you want to go check him out, give him a subscribe and tell him T-Bone sent you. But, yeah, man, John started the rabbit hole thing, and it was because we were on Motobomb Virginia's channel one night, which was the Saturday night duct tape community live that he does. And the conversation kind of veered to Bigfoot and Sasquatch and going down the rabbit hole, talking about different things. And I think that's kind of what sparked the idea for John to start doing a show called Down the Rabbit Hole on his channel. Now, we started this out on his Retired Writer channel, but we're going to tighten the ship up just a little bit. We're going to cut down so many people on the screen. It'll just be me, John and I, and we'll probably have a guest from time to time, someone to come in and talk to us. Especially if you have if you have some kind of experience about Mount Shasta, or if you saw something there, or any of the topics that we'll be covering from Mount Shasta to Groom Lake, Area 51. I'm sure at some point we'll touch on Area 51. I think we will probably be touching on anything that has some kind of controversy around it. Because man, there's so many just locations in our country that just have so much just history and controversy built up around them. Of course, the Redwoods up in Northern California, of course, where the Patterson Gimlin footage was shot. North Carolina, or Tennessee and Kentucky right there, the land between the lakes. man, there's just a lot of places, and I've been studying a lot of the different places. You know, locations, I love locations where there's a lot of history, a lot of sightings, like the Land Between the Lakes, Mount Shasta. You know, there's just all kinds of places that you can basically dive in and just completely stay in there and get lost. Talking to Lolly the other night, she was talking about the Mammoth Caves. I know exactly, I've heard a lot of stories about the Mammoth Caves. Of course, we've talked about on my channel before, we've talked about the Pine Barrens up in New Jersey, where the Dirt Jersey Devil comes from. So there's a lot of historical areas that have great significance, and there's just great stories comes out of them, a lot of myth, a lot of history. So if you think that would be something that you would be interested in, then come over to the Political Rider channel and come in and hang out with us, be a part of the show. Well, that's I think me and John together, that's kind of what both of us want, is we want people to come in and be a part of the show. We want to get you guys involved in it with the chats, and you know, all of us doing this thing together and pushing forward. I know it's not about for me, it's not about growing big channels. It's about having great conversations with like-minded people, and people who might have a different perspective on things than we do. You know, it's always great to hear different perspectives about the same subject, to hear, you know, different points of view, because you never know, one of those other points of view might actually click with you, and you might say, hey, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But nonetheless, that's just kind of what I wanted to touch on there, guys. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, my name is T-Bone, and I shoot motorcycle related content, and I shoot any kind of content, as you see. I love cryptids. I get in that rabbit hole. Cryptids are, you know, I will cover the areas like, you know, Mount Shasta, Groom Lake. I will read all that stuff, but I really love cryptids. But you know, I would like for you to watch this video, and if you are, like I said, if you are new here, go check out some of my other videos, and if you think I'm right for you, maybe consider liking some of our videos, commenting, and maybe give us a subscribe to our channel. Don't cost anything to subscribe to a channel. We don't have no Patreon or no membership sites. I am who I am. I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm just having a good time with it. But which I don't know, I guess being a Political Rider, I'll have to talk about that if we grow the Political Rider channel and start getting monetized, I guess he'll have to put me on his payroll. I don't know how we'll work that out. I know John, he's probably sitting up there talking about, what is he talking about? Has he completely lost his entire mind? Oh, John's a great guy. Yeah, you know, he's like me. He's a little rough around the edges. John's gonna say it like he means it, and he's not gonna butter it up, which I do not like people who butter it up and water it down. I would rather for you just to speak point blank to me, say what you mean and mean what you say. To me, that's worth more than anything. But I'm dressed up pretty good, but I've just got my blue jeans on today, and I'll tell you what, it's getting to be a little bit cold out here on the new year. But man, I hope y'all were safe last night. I hope everybody was safe. I haven't got no bad news as of now of anything bad happening, so I hope that stays true to form. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great new year, and man, I hope we all do good in 2025. I hope this year I hope it's great for all of us. I know some people had a good 2024, and then there were some of us just 2024 went completely off of the rails. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good 2025. But you know, that's kind of, people were talking the other day about New Year's resolutions. I made a New Year's resolution about 20 years ago not to make New Year's resolutions, and I've not broke that yet, so. But I guess that's about it, guys. They say that if you don't ride your motorcycle on January the 1st, you can't say you rode the entire year. I guess that's kind of the tradition or the superstition or whatever it is. But here we are doing it, guys. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to say we got us an impromptu episode of Rolling with T-Bone Shot. Please come over Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, to the Political Rider channel and be a part of the rabbit hole with us. And if you like politics and you get into political stuff and you follow politics, John and his brother Coy also host a show on the Political Rider channel where it's at 5 o'clock. I believe that's Eastern Standard Time. It's 5 Eastern Standard Time. If not, John will jump down in the comments here real quick and correct that. And John, if you don't care, I can't get the links. If you'll drop the links to all the Political Rider channel, if you'll drop that into the comments, you or Moto Bomb Virginia, I would be eternally thankful for that. But guys, it's getting cold, so T-Bone's taking his hind end to the house. Thank y'all for such y'all were amazing in 2024, showing me all the support in the world. You know, you guys were there for me back in my plays, showing enthusiasm for what we were doing. Thank you guys for that. I know it for me and R1 both. You guys just don't know how much that means to her and I, that we have such great people out there that we call our YouTube family. Man, that wind is golly bum. That slowed me down 10 miles per hour right there. Good grief. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get home, get off the road. I love y'all. I really do. Thank y'all for being a part of this with me. So, until the next time, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And hey, thanks for watching.